Okay, so a really big welcome to all of the participants for the business support programs that we're running in two areas in Barnet, so one in Burnt Oak and one in West Hendon. This webinar is an opportunity for us to explain a little bit about what's happening in the program, what it's going to mean for your business, and what we're going to do in terms of the activities, what we're going to do in terms of the materials that you'll get given and the support that you'll get given, and how you can engage with us so that we get the best possible opportunity to help the two areas to develop over the next 12 months and start to look at some of the challenges that exist on the high street. So I think that some of the feedback that we've already had, I think is really great to hear in terms of businesses that want support from Barnet Council and that wants business support. We recognise that the sorts of business support that businesses are looking at across the whole of London are generally around mentoring and around training in specific areas like digital, like digital marketing, also so general marketing and merchandising for stores. And so I'll explain a little bit about who we are, Smarter Society, and how we're working with Barnet Council, but it's an area we've worked across a whole load of different boroughs in London, and we're really excited to be working with Barnet. So just a quick summary of the agenda. So we'll do a quick introduction, and we're going to introduce to you some of the individuals that are part of the Barnet Council team. They're going to explain a bit about their roles, and we'll also explain a bit about who we are, Smarter Society, and who you'll be meeting out of the Smarter Society team. We'll talk about what's in it for the Barnet businesses, and explaining the benefits of each of the components of the programme so that you understand why we're providing it and what you'll get out of it. There'll be next steps, and then there's an opportunity for any questions. So without further ado, I'd like to hand over to Ravinder, who is going to kick off the introduction to the Barnet Council team. So over to you, Ravinder.
Okay, thank you very much, Chef. Great, exciting to be here today and to be part of this wonderful business support project that we're delivering in Burnt Oak and West Hendon. So my name is Ravinder Danjel, and I'm the Town Centre Investment Manager for the West, predominantly the west of the borough. And my role is really to revive town centres, to support businesses in the town centres of the West. And within the team, we've got Azul, who I'll pass over to you.
Hi, I am Azul Castaneda. I am a Town Centre Project Officer, overseeing projects that will revive Burnt Oak specifically. And over to my colleague, Chris.
Hi, hi. My name is Christopher Haji-Sava. I'm a Town Centre Senior Project Officer. I'm working predominantly in West Hendon Broadway. And like my colleague Azul, my projects involve around revitalising town centres. So looking forward to doing that for West Hendon Broadway.
Fantastic, thanks, guys. And I think it's really important to understand that the Barnet team. They've really kind of demonstrated just the passion that they've got in terms of reinvigorating the areas and reinvigorating these high streets, and I think that they're really excited to be working on these programs. Equally as are we. So my name is Jeff Baxter. So I'm part of Smarter Society. Smarter Society are a provider of business support services to local authorities across the whole of London and outside of London in various areas like Sussex and Oxfordshire, Kent and other areas like that. And what we do is we provide on behalf of local authorities support services like business mentoring, training, engagement and support services for town centres like West Hendon Broadway and Burnt Oak. And what we do is we try and help businesses with really pragmatic advice on how they can improve their business without spending lots of money, which is all about focusing on making their businesses more profitable, and particularly within town centres, making their businesses more interesting for customers. And I think that making the town centres more interesting, making businesses in town centres more interesting is a really important thing. I think wanting to just focus a little bit on how the high street is changing, I thought was an idea to just talk a bit about, the fact that we recognise that high streets are changing, and there are some really positive changes. There are some changes which are really impacting you. I think probably the first area which impacts a lot of retailers and has really fundamentally changed what high streets actually do is obviously the onslaught of Amazon, eBay, and the fact that you can get almost all of your shopping delivered to your house as opposed to having to go into a store, and that's had a really big impact on the high street. I think that change is not something that we can impact. That change is happening, and what it means is that the high street's role now is all about delivering experiences and services. So it's all about that kind of experience to the consumer. So it is now more than ever, it is now important to make sure that your store, your location is as enticing as possible for customers. And so if you chat to Chris about Burnt Oak, about West Hendon.
Yes.
So West Hendon, there is currently a new mural that has been designed and delivered in West Hendon, and that is part of the placemaking process, which is about improving the look and feel of the high street to make it more enticing to customers, and it's directly in line with what's happening in the broader area. I think if you deliver healthy high streets, that's really is a linchpin for strong communities, and developing that look and feel is a responsibility not just of the council, but it's also of the individual businesses, and those businesses that make their shop location or storefront as attractive as possible. They are the ones that are going to have the most opportunity in terms of this. There are absolutely challenges which are happening, reduced footfall due to the pandemic. Rents are always a key challenge. But equally, let's think about the fact that where people are not going necessarily into central London to work every day, that means that local centres like West Hendon and Burnt Oak, they are becoming more popular in terms of opportunities to be able to bring customers out of their house and into the high street during the week, which was an opportunity that just wasn't available. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be helping to helping you to understand these issues, but also thinking about some of the areas where you can be thinking about how to take the sort of opportunity on. So let's talk about the program. So the program lasts for 12 months. So we launched it last month, and it's really on the back of the fact that high streets are a key focus for Barnet Council. Healthy high streets are the linchpin for strong communities, and this program is actually a pilot for the future business support of Barnet out there, and helping businesses to reinvent themselves. So the program itself will run through until March of next year, and the kind of key elements around it are broken down as follows. So the first interaction, which you may well have already received, is a business health check, and the health check is a way for us to be able to establish what are the key challenges that you're facing within your business, and how can we ensure that the support that you're given is tailored to you in terms of what it is that you're sort of considering. Thinking about the two areas, certainly the feedback that we've had already is parking issues in West Hendon, and in Burnt Oak is also around the concerns around crime. So in terms of that we're not able to magic up a new car park. But what we can try to do is to help you think about some of the measures that other businesses in other high streets have taken where they've had these sorts of challenges, and you are not alone in London or across the customers that we've got if you've got issues with parking or if you've got issues with crime in the local area. That is a challenge that many businesses across London and outside of London face, and so we try and help you think about ways of at least mitigating those issues and trying to take opportunities around that. So this is the key thing, that this will also help Barnet to develop information about what sort of businesses are out there, and also about what sort of general support requirements are out there. So if one business is saying, actually, what we'd like to do is we'd like some information around helping us to understand the planning process for commercial buildings within the high street, that's something that we could potentially look to develop a workshop on, and that's an area which I think is definitely within West Hendon is an area of real interest. So what will happen is that we'll be coming around to introduce ourselves to each of you. We'll run the business health check, and out of that, then you will be offered some free business mentoring. And business mentoring, we'll talk through, but you'll get 3 sessions to focus on an area of your choice. You'll also be invited to workshops and webinars. The workshops and webinars you can come to live, or alternatively you can join them afterwards. Like this one, you'll be able to watch back recorded, and it's an opportunity for you to hear from experts around specific topics, and that might be a topic around things like how to market your business online, how to set yourself up on Google, how to merchandise your store, and other key areas like that. The culmination of the programme is really around the launch of 2 local business associations, and those local business associations will be specific to each area, specific to West Hendon, specific to Burnt Oak, and that will give each of the businesses a free listing. That listing will either be on a local website or in a local magazine, and will allow you to be able to create offers to local residents. It's also an opportunity to help you to enhance the relationships that you have with local businesses in your area. And that, we have found, is a really key part of building that network and building that strength within the local business community. And it's one of the indicators that you have a really healthy high street, is that there are strong relationships between the businesses on the high street. We'll also be running networking events, local networking events, where you can meet other local businesses, network to create opportunities, and also discuss specific issues or opportunities within the area which you'd like to talk about. And we'll be running those in the area within Burnt Oak and within West Hendon. So let's talk a little bit about what the elements are and understanding what they actually are, particularly around business mentoring. So business mentoring, where we work all across London, all across lots of different local authorities, it is the #1 requested support service from local authorities. And the reason is because business mentoring gives you access to an experienced mentor who can help you to talk through issues with your business. Every business has issues, and actually a mentor is somebody that doesn't have a personal link with your business, and they can help you to come up with strategies that have an impact on your bottom line. So think about all of the big businesses out there. Think about those big business owners, businesses that run businesses like McDonald's or retailers like TK Maxx or Tesco, those sorts of large businesses. The CEO of those businesses, they have their own mentor, and that mentor is there to allow them to be able to bounce ideas off, to think through things, to help to structure the thoughts so that you can come up with plans on how to deal with particular problems with the business. And whether you're a large business like Tesco or whether you're a small business like a local trader, you will have business problems that you need to resolve, and having a mentor is a really great way of doing that. The mentors that we work with, that you'll be allocated to, they've all run their own business before, so you won't have somebody that's coming in that's telling you things which just aren't pragmatic, aren't realistic for your business. Okay, they're not necessarily a specialist in your area, but that doesn't really matter. It's more about them asking questions and them helping you to come up with the solutions for your business, because you're the person that knows your business the most. The reason why having a mentor helps is because it allows you to be able to take a bit of time out of the operation of the business where you're focused on actually doing stuff, and take you out and start allowing you to think more broadly about the business, about the strategy, about how you can develop the business, about how you can think about things, different things. And that might be about how you can offer your services online, or it might be about how you can engage more customers through social media, or it might be about how you can build your online profile with reviews, putting special offers online, or it might be about how you can differentiate yourself from competitors in your high street. One of the areas that we hear a lot from local businesses across London is that their high streets are pretty crowded, and there are lots of competitors who are selling very similar products or services to the ones that you're selling. We can help you to think about how you can differentiate yourself, how you can be different, and that's something that I think is something that a mentor will really help you to do. So that's something that I think is really exciting about mentoring, and it's a really great offer that you're being given. It's completely free of charge. The sort of mentoring that you're talking about, and the quality of the mentors here. In general, if you were to buy this in, the cost of the services that are being offered by Barnet would probably be in the region of somewhere between £750 and £1,000. So you're getting a really great service in terms of this from Barnet Council. So then also talking about the workshops and the webinars, and I think that we've covered a little bit about this, but it's that they'll be based locally, or they'll be on Zoom. We'll have expert speakers on key subjects, and it's all about helping you to become more profitable and more sustainable as a business. And we'll be looking at things like merchandising, sales, customer loyalty, all of the key principles that help customers come back to your store. Each of the webinars will be recorded, and they'll be shared out, so you'll be able to view them at your leisure. So you don't have to necessarily be available. You can just click on the link and go back and watch it. And then finally, the business association. So again, this is a really great opportunity to build that local community, build that local business community, which is a really key part of local business, of healthy high streets. Is really important. You'll get a free listing, and you'll have a certificate to hang in the store showing membership, which will have a local identity about it. We'll run some local networking events where you can meet people, and the guys that are running these events and that are running the webinars, they are experienced high street experts. They've worked with other high street businesses. They've run their own business before. So when you'll be speaking to them, you'll be talking to somebody that understands what it's like to run a business, understands what it's like to go through problems with your business, and come out the other side, which is the sort of key thing. The business association will cover not just the businesses, but thinking about local customers, landlords, council teams, and also other local organisations. And we want to try and keep that together. So thinking about West Hendon, obviously there's a huge development going on with West Hendon, and we want to make sure that the developer, is also engaged with that business association, so that they can be helping to advise and communicate on any changes that are happening within that. So let's think through the next steps. So the first one will be, if you haven't had one, you can arrange a health check with Smarter Society. It's completely free. You can either email us at hello@smartersociety.org, or alternatively, we'll be coming into each of your stores, introducing the program. We'll provide you with a leaflet which has got all of our contact details on there. You'll be allocated with your mentor, and that will be based on the specific business requirements that you want to be able to work on, whether that's around marketing, whether it's around improving your storefront. Any webinars and workshops will notify the dates of those workshops by SMS. So you can, if you give us your mobile number, you'll receive any SMS around that. And we also want to hear your ideas about how we can build the business association and what specific support is relevant for you. If you have any other contacts within the local high streets, you can tell those businesses to get involved. we can then get involved with them. We can do the health checks, and that's an opportunity to get involved with them. So it's a really great program, really great opportunity. I think that as an organisation, you will be able to benefit from the fact that Hounslow are investing in the local community, and we're really looking forward to supporting you with this. So I'm just going to put up the contact details. You'll be able to email us, or you can go onto our website and chat through the website there. So thank you very much indeed for attending, and we are really looking forward to seeing you on the high streets of Burnt Oak and West Hendon. Thank you.